Frankie, what do you think about your guys' scrimmages and how you like?
I think it was good. It was a good first step for us. I'm going in and competing against other teams and not playing against each other. Kind of showed exactly where we are.
And where are you guys?
But I think we're right where we need to be. Obviously, there's things we can improve on, and be a little bit probably more physical out there and things like that. But I think we're in a good spot.
What do you think the hallmark of this team will be, or what do you guys hang your hat on?
I would say our defense. I would say we have so much ability defensively, like with other guys, and our athleticism and things like that. So the more we get stops, the more we can push in transition.
Do you feel more comfortable during those scrimmages with the team, and how did you guys gel more together during those?
I think we found there was moments where we were kind of stagnant and moments where we couldn't get things going. So I think those are the moments that make us gel together even more. But then we got to figure it out and dig out of the hole we don't put ourselves in.
Warren talked about your ability to facilitate. What's it like having this type of length and athleticism to work with up front?
It's great. I've actually never played with this many people that's as athletic as those guys, and as well they shoot the ball pretty well too. So it's good to have guys like that, because then it opens up lanes, more driving opportunities, and more times I get to be creative and look for open guys.
Frankie, is it different playing for a coach who was a point guard compared to Juwan Howard, who was kind of a big or a four?
Yeah, it's different, because I think there's more of an understanding I can get with my coach. Coach Hurley can show me different situations, different things he sees as a guard, other than a bigs coach where he's played the bigs position. Although he's played with great guards and stuff like that, but just getting it from the coach's perspective as a guard, it helps a lot more.
Has there been an example of him showing something to you that he's seen?
Yeah, there's been times where he'll pull me to the side, even during our scrimmages, he'll see something and say maybe I could have did this differently or something like that. There's times.
Frankie, how excited are you to play your first game in front of the Sun Devil fans on Monday?
I'm really excited. I'm happy. It's gonna be fun, especially after the scrimmages we had it and got to see where we were. Like I said earlier, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a show.
Bobby said that. Sorry.
Do you have any goals for yourself this season?
For myself, me personally, I wanna. First off, I wanna win, because if we don't win, none of these goals I want will happen. But maybe be first team all pack, defensive player of the conference, things like that. Point guard of the year, those kind of things. Mostly just focused on the team goals, though, really.
Bobby said that Marcus is kind of ramping things up late. What have you kind of noticed, and what do you think about his capability?
I noticed that he's definitely taking that step for us. He's starting to score the ball the way he does. He's athletic, rebounding, and running the floor. So running the floor in transition. So that's a good thing to see out of him. Considering his past few years of unfortunate injuries and stuff like that. But I think he's ready.
In addition to any film or scouting reports the coaches have given you guys on Charlton State, have you been able to offer any perspective playing them before?
Yeah. They're a scrappy team, a team that go out there with nothing to lose, and they're going to play their hearts out the whole game. They have a great coach. They're going to pick you up full court. It's going to do all the things that other teams don't do, and you don't want other teams to do to you. So you got to go out there, be ready, be strong with the ball. Play our game, don't let them speed us up and things like that.
PJ was telling us previously that he expects you guys to have one of the best backcourts in the Pac-12 and not in the country. You guys talk about that a lot, amongst each other. What's that conversation like?
We really our games complement each other. So when we talk, we just find different spots. Say for instance, if I came off a screen and I made a play, if I missed him and he was open, he would tell me and I want him to tell me, because I want to make sure I give him the ball, give him the shots he needs to shoot and stuff like that. So I just think us talking about it and us understanding the things we have to do to be considered that best backcourt in the country or in the conference.
Frankie, what could fans expect to see from you guys, your whole team, on Monday?
a lot of energy. They can expect to see us out there playing defense, running around the floor, and just having fun, playing together and kind of being one team, like being together as a unit, and just, I would say, a lot of shots. Because we got a lot of guys who can shoot the ball. We got a lot of athletic guys, so I would say a lot of transition buckets, dunks maybe.
Frankie, what about the length that this team has? How do you plan to use that as the facilitator on this team?
I mean, usually when you have length like that, you can put the ball in different spots where other players can't get it, like the defense. So, like, even like lobs and stuff, because not only do we have length, we have athleticism. So, catching the ball, putting it up high above the square and stuff like that, they coming down to get it, And, I mean, I think our length will be more so for defense, just being in the lanes, not letting people get through and just rebounding the ball, stuff like that.
There's obviously a ton of talented guards on this roster. What are the battles like in practice, and how are those setting you up for success as a team?
It sets us up for success because when we're in practice, we are battling, like really battling. There's like 6 of us who can go and 6 of us that are hungry and want to play. So it makes our games a lot easier. Like for us, for some of us, the scrimmages were a lot easier than our practices was because we're in there battling against each other all summer and giving each other hell, for instance. So.
How do you feel like your pick and roll chemistry has developed over the offseason with the bigs?
It's developed a lot because, you know, at first when you come in, you got not understanding where you can put the ball and like how certain people like to get the ball. Because like with Warren, he's talked to me where he'd like to catch the ball, if it's a bounce pass or if it's a lob pass. And then you got Enoch, for instance. He tells me how he likes to get the ball. So just as time builds, I got to understand how all 3 of the bigs wants to get it and how they like to receive it.